What's good, guys? So it's been a while since I did a pack opening video. I think the last one I did was that Cryptid Camp video several months back. And now I'm sitting on a wide assortment of a bunch of different shit. Some of it I've had for years. Some of it I've recently acquired. And a lot of it just been chilling in my room, just staring at me, man. I've been wanting to open it. And just finding the time to do it. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. But I'm on vacation now, so... you know what? I'm just going to bang this out. We're just going to do it in one video. And it's just going to be a bunch of different shit, with no rhyme or reason behind it. First off, we got this Cryptid Camp first anniversary pack. I'm pretty excited to open this. There's actually some pretty cool shit you can pull from this. So that's going to be pretty cool. Then we had this Visions of Mothman supplementary box. There's some pretty cool shit in here. I'd love to pull some of those serialized cards I talked about in the past. And the same thing goes for this Yuletide Cheer box, which is from their Christmas set that recently came out back in December. So that's going to be kind of cool as well. If you guys are into Cryptid Camp, you should be sticking around for that. Then I have this box topper from Kryptonation 1. And there's a story behind this sucker. There's a big legendary story behind this. And I truly believe there's a red ink in here. Because as Rudy says, man, when there's damaged boxes, usually those are the ones that have like the best shit in them. You know what I mean? That's usually what happens. And there's a big story behind this one. If you guys aren't already aware, back in the day, I had several Kryptonation 1 booster boxes. And I had them stacked up on my dresser. I had like 5 of them stacked up. And I had a can of Surge sitting next to these boxes. And my dumbass didn't take the soda out of the can. And I was using this as a collectible because I used to drink it back in the day. It came out for a short period of time. And I wanted to keep this thing as like a display piece. But I didn't empty the can. And I just set it there on my dresser, not really thinking about it. And over time, this thing started to leak. I guess it heated up and expanded or whatever, but it started to leak. And I wasn't aware that this was happening. It was taking place. I'll actually post a couple pictures here. You can see the damage of what actually happened. And you can see that the soda actually leaked out all the way across and soaked into one of my Kryptonation 1 booster boxes to the point where the thing just completely collapsed one day. I was chilling on my computer playing a video game with my friend. I heard it crash. I turned around and all my Kryptonation 1 booster boxes were chilling on the floor. And I was livid, guys. I was livid. And immediately I sprung into action and I tried to figure out what happened. And that's when I saw all that soda and I couldn't believe it. And fortunately, I was able to salvage the packs because the soda didn't get into the packs, but it did destroy my Monarch box, one of my Monarch boxes, and my Kryptonation 1 box. Those are two that took the majority of the brunt of the force. There was a couple other things that got a little bit of soda damage as well, but I was able to clean most of that up. And this is the box topper from that very box. And I said from that very day, because it was already a damaged box to begin with, it was one of the ones that got crushed during shipping. So thankfully it wasn't one of my, cleaner, more mintier boxes, but it was already a damaged box. And then I got completely destroyed. Here's a picture of it right here, to the point where I actually posted this on the Discord and Mike Waddell actually saw it. And he felt so bad for me that he actually sent me a brand new booster box, which I am still to this day very thankful for because it's the only Kryptonation 1 box that I have that is very minty. This one must have come from the reserves. I mean, it's in beautiful shape. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm still going to call him out for that. A lot of people say he's a piece of shit. And he did ban me very early on. And like the first day of the Discord's existence, he banned me like for a very short period of time. That's a whole other story in and of itself. So he kind of pissed me off very early. But then he did, a solid for me when he did that. And a lot of people were like, holy shit, they thought he was a good guy, at least at that point in time. And then later on, I don't know, he changed or whatever, what happened. But in any case, he did send me that, which is pretty cool. But this is the box topper from that very box. So I do believe there is a red ink in here. I've been manifesting this thing for years. And I said, the day I open this thing, there's going to be a red ink in this thing. There's going to be a red ink. And you guys are going to witness it with me, whatever we end up getting in this thing. Because I'm super, super excited, and I'm not going to accept anything but a red ink, guys. I'm not. I am really not. If I get anything else, I might rip it in half. I don't know what the auras or whatever are worth at this point in time from the box toppers. I haven't even looked them up. They could be worthless. They might be worth something. I'm sure they're probably holding some value, but I might just rip it in half if it's not a red ink. But we're not even going to actually sit here and pretend that it's not going to be, right, guys? We're going to manifest this. It's going to be a red ink. There's no way it's not. So we're not even going to talk about the possibility of pulling anything but the red ink. And then I also have a few collector compacts here. These I've been sitting on for years. I had a collection of Collecticon stuff. I even had a sample pack with the Collecticon stamp on it that I recently just sold. That was in my collection for the longest time, as well as some of the gold packs and stuff. And I've been sitting on these, and, you know, I was going to sell them, but I said, you know what? I've been chasing a PSA 10 Mothman and Wendigo from the set, and I'd love to pull one of those, even though the majority of them are jacked. It's still crazy that Nick Strength had one sitting in the console of his car in the hot sun and sent it in the PSA, and I got a 10. That just blows my mind because the majority of these are just in really bad condition. They have like some weird shit going on and all kinds of like weird marks, and the centering's usually off on them and stuff, which is crazy because I think they just took the regular ones that they printed from the set and then just stamped Collecticon on them. So I don't know why they chose a bunch of shit ones. I don't know if that was intentionally done or what, but in any case, you know, I'm tracking, you know, those down, and I'm hoping to pull one of those today. And I also have some from the wilderness as well, which at this point in time, I'm a big wilderness spoiler collector because I got several on PSA 10. I got Awful, and I got a Conto Falls Dragon, which is not graded, but I do think it can get a 10. I have a Rose Robinson. I have a Mishi Peshu. And, yeah, I'm still going for an Iowa Dragon, a Cumberland Dragon, and a Bigfoot. If anybody has any of those that are willing to stamp, especially PSA 10s, hit me up, especially if you want to sell it, because those are the ones I need in my collection. And I'm hearing some weird shit outside as I'm recording this in my garage at like 2 in the morning, so it's a little creepy. But anyways, we're going to be opening these. And the last thing is this envelope here that's upside down that was actually sent to me by Gaichu. And I love the Charlie stamp and shit on here. This is actually his OpenZoo card that he did for the holidays. And I apologize that it took me this freaking long to get to this thing. Again, you know, I've had it in a pile of all this other stuff, and I said I'm not going to open it until I do that video, and it took me this long to do it. So I do apologize. It is freaking July now, and yeah, this was from Christmas time. So I am excited to open this as well because I think this thing is pretty sweet. But we might save this till last. But again, I really do like that stamp. So shout out to Gaichu. That is pretty freaking awesome. And he makes some pretty cool videos as well. So if you don't know his channel, check it out. I will put the link in the description. If you never watched any of his videos, he makes some pretty cool content. But anyways, we will save that till last. So the question is, what do we open first? We're definitely not going to open the box topper. That'll probably be second to last, or maybe we'll make this last. I don't know. One or the other. And the packs, I think, we'll leave to the end as well. Because I am more of a MetaZoo collector than I am Cryptid Camp. But, you know, like I said, if there's cereals in there, it'd be pretty sweet. I think we'll start with these. We'll go through, I think, this one first, then the Christmas, then we'll do this. Then we'll go through the Collecticon packs. Then we'll do Gaichu, and then we'll do the box topper. I think that's the order we'll do it in. So put that to the side. But yeah, guys, so I haven't been paying attention to Cryptid Camp in a while. I know they switched Discords over for their counselors, and I didn't actually follow suit, so I'm not really part of the team anymore, which is like the second time of that happening. I'm so busy with work and stuff, man. It's just, I don't know. Shit happens, guys. Shit happens, but I don't know. I don't know how they're doing. You know, if you guys have been following it, let me know in the comments. I know they just put out their second Kickstarter, and I believe that is shipping soon if it hasn't already shipped. And they got some pretty cool stuff going on. I'm hearing some weird noises again outside. This thing is like very hard to cut open. I guess I shouldn't care if I destroy the box, but it's very hard to get the scissors in there. But yeah, guys, so, you know, let me know in the comments, you know, how Cryptid Camp is doing. If you think it's still doing well, if you guys are still buying it. What your thoughts are in the new Kickstarter set, so on and so forth. The high quality from the original booster box is still here with these, the hard clamshells, and I imagine this has a magnet on it. So, you know, I've always praised them for that because this is such high quality stuff that you just don't see with other TCGs. Yep, magnetic, guys. That's so nice. Like, it really is so nice. And they have beautiful graphics all the time, and just nice, vivid graphic design. Their pack art is always just top notch. And there's a lot of packs in here. That's one of their special lanterns that I talked about. Pretty sweet stuff. This is a great box just to store stuff in, honestly. So maybe I don't want to destroy these things in the process of trying to open them. That one has a scissor indent on it, unfortunately, but it's not like I'm grading the damn thing, so I think we're good. It even comes with a box topper, so that's pretty sweet as well. I did watch a couple people opening these in the past, but it's been quite a while now, so I don't even really remember how many cards are in here. I guess there's one Mothman, one Lantern, and one QR code card. So we got 5 of these in a box topper, so that's pretty cool. We'll do this last. I don't know what you can get in these, but we'll start with this pack. And I could probably just open it the normal way, but since I have scissors here, we'll just do that instead and risk cutting the cards, as I always say. Maybe I should put this in reverse. I'm not sure. Cryptidcamp.com. Cryptid Camp Beans. This is actually kind of a funny card. Like, you think this is kind of meme-ish, but like the graphic design and just the artwork on this thing is really, really cool. Like, it's really cool, especially with the foil. It's just in your face. It just kind of reminds me of like an older like 90s advertisement piece or something. It looks really, really sweet. It's probably not really worth anything, but that is pretty sweet. And this is one of their cool lantern cards. And then we have a Proximo Mothman. So this is one of their special Mothmen in the set, because again, this set is based off of a bunch of different Mothmen, and some of these are very, very sweet. But this one is pretty cool. It's got the nice lava border going on, so that's pretty chill. If you guys never checked this TCG out before, I still recommend it, even though I'm not really following it too much, and even though I'm probably not even part of the team anymore, I still appreciate this shit. Very nicely done. So that's pretty cool, but I definitely like this card, even if it's worth like 10 cents or whatever. It looks really, really freaking cool. So that's a cool pull. I know a lot of people are waiting for this, whatever you want to call it, revitalization of MetaZoo. Some people are calling it MetaZoo 3.0. I know a lot of people are stoked about it. They're supposed to be putting out this new set, the Yokai set. So that's pretty cool with the new owner coming in. And I'm excited about it as well. Oh, it looks like we got another one of these bean cards. I don't know, maybe you get one of these in every single pack, or that's just my luck of the draw, I guess. I don't know. But, ooh, we got a Quartz Lantern. This is one of my favorite lanterns in here. It feels very, like, Japanese inspired. And the colors on this thing is crazy. And, of course, Quartz was, the frick is this? He wants to get in on the pack opening as well, apparently. I mean, it's kind of funny because it's a freaking bug right here, and then a bug flies on my finger. It's just what we do around here on my channel, guys. But anyways, since I'm in the Quartz cabin, this actually kind of fits anyways, but I really, really like this one. And then we have a Rosie Mothman. This one's a full hollow, not with the border, but with the full hollow of the artwork. That one's pretty cool as well. Neither of these are the ones that I'm really chasing, but they're still pretty chill. You know what I mean? They're still pretty cool cards, so I do like that. And their foil in this game is just crazy. I mean, it's cool that they have like the campfire and stuff, and you're kind of what like the old MetaZoo used to do. Again, I don't know about like these big bubble stars. I know some people probably wouldn't be the biggest fan of that, but I do like that they have like this custom foil, because you don't see that in many games. You know, most games they go to their printer and they go, you know, what kind of hollow can you do? And usually it's like your typical hollow foils, your star patterns and like your pillar foils and stuff. And then they choose one of those, but they get like a custom foil. You know, I mean, we know that Bayaya does that, you know, because they did it with MetaZoo, and people that shit on them and say that they don't make good quality cards. I mean, whatever, guys. I mean, their foil, I think, is pretty incredible. I mean, you can't sit here and knock it and say that looks bad. Like, it doesn't. It looks good. So I'm going to praise it. That's all I got to say about that. I'm going to praise it. But anyway, like I said, though, I know a lot of people are waiting on this new set. And, I mean, I'm not buying it. You know, I mean, I haven't bought any of the new MetaZoo stuff. Like I said, I don't own a single card. And if they print, they're supposed to go back and print Legacy, supposedly. If they print that, like I said in my last video, I mean, everybody's got to step up and buy that shit. Like, everybody to step up and buy it in droves. Pre-order as much as you can and just show them that we want the OG MetaZoo. You know, I mean, that's your time to do it. That's when we have to speak up, because any other time, I don't think it's going to make a difference. You know, I mean, we can shout into the ends of the earth right now, and I don't think it's going to make a difference. But if we speak with our wallets and they give us a chance to show that we want that stuff, that's the best time to do it. That's the best time to do it. And I know a lot of people are arguing as well, about going back to the old format of the card, saying the old, design of it was better than the new design. And, and I'll scream into the ends of the earth that it was. But it's very similar to Chaotic. If you don't know what Chaotic is, Chaotic was another big card game that used to exist way back in the day, in like the 2007 period. Around that time, I think, is when it existed. And that game is coming back in September as well. And people have been waiting for this. There's been talk that it was coming back for years and years and years. It got delayed with COVID, and then the creator had to get the rights back because he lost the rights during the whole 4Kids TV debacle and all the lawsuits and everything was going on, and he lost the rights to it for years. Finally got it back. There was talks that he was going to bring it back. Got to the point where I think he was just bullshitting, and it seemed like he was just trying to inflate the market and just unload as many bags as he could, and just kept acting like it was coming back, because they kept talking about it, but it wasn't happening. You know what I mean? They kept saying they're going to go to events, and then they wouldn't show up, and it's like, what's going on? We're not really hearing much. And then somebody would leak something, and then it's like, okay, we're talking to this guy, he says it's coming back, but it's like, is it really coming back? Well, finally it's coming back. We finally got an announcement that's really coming back at the end of this year, and there was a leak of what the new cards are going to look like, and they say they're placeholder cards. They look like they were designed with AI, and they look nothing like the old cards. And people are complaining. They're saying we want the old designs back. Well, not everybody, but a lot of them are saying we want the old designs back. And it kind of reminds me of MetaZoo, because it's the same thing. You know what I mean? The brand gets revitalized, and they're completely changing the card design. And it's like, bro, what you had there worked. You know what I mean? All you have to do is take what you have and just polish it up. Put a modern flair on it. You know what I mean? Don't make it look exactly like they used to, but make them look very similar. You know what I mean? Because you can make them look more pretty. You can make them look more modern. You know what I mean? But you don't have to completely change them. You don't have to make, full arts. Everybody wants to do full arts these days. Everybody wants the cards to look the same. And even these ones look very similar to all the other card games that came out, just like the new Zoo did. I mean, it looks like a bunch of different games all, crushed together. And it's like, bro, you don't got to do that. What you had worked. You know what I mean? And people love that game, and it didn't die because people stopped liking it. It died because of the whole 4Kids debacle bullshit that was going on. I'm not going to get into that, but that's why it died. People still love that shit. I mean, there's cards that are still worth tens of thousands of dollars. And what's cool about Chaotic, not to make this a chaotic video, because I do have a collection of stuff and I want to make a video on that soon, but I just want to talk a little bit about what's cool about Chaotic is they're actually unique stats. There's 5 different stats you can get, and you can get 1 max card, you can get 2 max, you can get 3 up to 5 max versions of these cards, which, some will say it's pay to win because it does make you a little bit better in the game because you have higher stats on your cards. But I think it's so cool for a couple different reasons. One, because if you actually watch the cartoon, it went so well with the cartoon, because in the cartoon, they actually travel to this virtual digital world called Param, and they actually have the scanner, and they have to scan all the different creatures and locations and music and stuff, like the different like spells and stuff that they have in the game. You have to scan these things with your scanner, and depending on what's going on in Param at that time you scan them, sometimes you might scan a creature that's sick, so it's going to have lower stats. Sometimes you're going to scan a creature that's pissed off, so it might have heightened stats. You know what I mean? Whatever the situation that's going on at that time that you scan it, that's the version of that card that you get. And it goes so well in real life when you're getting random stats, like a MMORPG. If you were to pick up some kind of loot and you're going to get like a random roll, it's the same idea. And what's so cool about that is it makes opening every single pack very unique and very exciting, because you're not pulling the same cards over and over. And all these other TCGs, it's the same bland, cards over and over and over. And you're just getting all this garbage, essentially, right? Like, people don't want this stuff. You're just piling up all this bulk, and it's like, who wants it? But in this case, every single card is not completely unique, because there's going to be other 5 maxes, 4 maxes, 3 maxes, and so on out there. But, it just makes it exciting because your card is way more unique than any others. Somebody can pull that card and it's not going to be the same as the one that you just pulled. And that's so freaking cool. You know what I mean? It keeps you coming back. It keeps it exciting, and it adds more value to the cards. You know what I mean? And I feel like you can flesh it out in the game and make it so it doesn't play that big of an impact as far as somebody being, too powerful, or limit how many max cards they can have in the deck or whatever. There's different things you can do to circumvent that pay to win aspect of it and still keep the random stats. I don't know if they're going to keep it in the future, but that's what made Chaotic so freaking cool. And that was part of the card design, was having all these different stats on it. The new ones only have a couple. They're obviously changing the game because, like, the old Zoo needed to be fixed. There were some issues there. So there were talks that they were going to try to incorporate the old cards into it, just like they did with Zoo, but that's not really going to happen. I mean, that's a nightmare trying to do that. So I didn't expect that to really be the case. You know what I mean? But the problem is, if the cards don't look similar, then the old cards are probably not going to hold as much value. You know what I mean? It's the same issue that you have with Zoo. Like, literally, looking at the two, like, I compare it all the time with the Zoo because the same shit is happening. You know what I mean? Around the same time, too, because now MetaZoo 3.0 is coming out, you know, in September or whatever it is. And this game's coming out in September, and they're trying to change the design of the card. It's crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, you got to learn from each other, man. You got to learn from each other. And there's so much to learn if you just open your eyes and pay attention to what's going on in the TCG world. But these people, they just want to do the same shit every time, and it just really pisses me off, man, because it's like what you had was working, what you had was selling. You know what I mean? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I mean, me and DPD were talking about this last night. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every single freaking time, but for whatever reason they want to. So I don't know. But anyways, let's stop ranting about chaotic. We got another one of these bean cards, so I really do think this is in every single pack at this point in time. I've gotten that 3 times now, so I do believe so. This is another one of those really sweet lantern cards. A lot of orange going on in this one. It's actually kind of crazy that they have this fire on top of an orange hollow. You know, I mean, it almost gets lost there, but obviously since it is selective, you do see a difference there. But it's a lot of orange going on with that card, but it's pretty sweet looking. And we have a regular Mothman here, just kind of chilling on the rocks here. That's a pretty sweet card. I know a lot of people don't like the look of the Mothman in this game. It has like a superhero kind of look to it. That's the best way that I can describe it. I'm not the hugest fan of it myself, but it's still pretty sweet though. I mean, it grows on you. It definitely does grow on you. But again, it's not my favorite. The Nerium and some of those other ones are definitely better than that. But we have a couple more packs to open here before we get to the box topper. So hoping to pull a serialized. I'm going to continue to hope, but not going to hold my breath because my luck is not very good. Yeah, this is definitely the box topper for the packs, or pack topper, whatever you want to call it. So definitely not worth anything. It probably is like a 15-cent card, but I still really do like the look of it every single time I pull it. It's like, oh my God, it's something shiny, but it's like, oh, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just a bunch of beans. It's all beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, oh, beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, oh, yeah. You guys probably don't know that reference, but there used to be this song called Magical Trevor, and there's a scene in it, and it's just like about beans, and it just goes on and on about beans, and it just reminds me of that.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Everyone loves Magical Trevor, cause the tricks that he does are ever so clever. Look at him now, disappearing the cow. Where is the cow? Hidden right now. What did he see in the parallel dimension? He saw beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, oh beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, yeah, yeah.
Anyways, I do like the border on this. It's pretty sweet. And there's actually like a texture going on in the clouds right there. I do like that too. But anyways, so far we have not pulled anything crazy from this, but we have one more pack, so one more chance here, and then whatever's in this box topper. I don't know if there's like a secret rare or something you can pull from that, or if it's just a one out of like a certain amount of cards, or if it's just one specific card like the beans. I imagine there's different cards you can pull from that, because what would be the point otherwise, but I don't know. Meteorite Lantern. What kind of bug is that? That is very strange. Imagine that thing flying on you and biting you. Good God, dude. That thing would like strangle you, dude, with these tentacles. I don't even know what the frick. That is wild. Anyway. Ooh, Catechid Moth. Actually kind of goes with that one a bit. Some wild stuff going on here. Wild stuff indeed. Unfortunately, we did not pull a serialized card, but doesn't really surprise me any. This is the most plain Jane pack I've seen from Cryptid Camp so far, but for a box topper, it's fine. But I do like the artwork and the rest of their stuff. It's usually very colorful, very, very vivid, and full of graphics. Day Moth Scale Cloak. Okay, very interesting. I don't play the game, so I don't really know. Definitely an equip card. Equip Cryptid as +1 defense, adds +3 attack, +2 defense to their battle advantages. Re-equip, pay 1 vision. Seems pretty powerful. I don't know. It's a common gear supply, so it's nothing special. But, alright. I'm a fan of the rainbow stuff, so it's pretty cool. But nothing amazing, guys. Nothing amazing in that box. Maybe we'll have a little bit more luck in the Yuletide Cheer. At least I'm hoping so. But how's everybody else doing, guys? How y'all doing? How y'all holding up there in these crazy times? I know a lot of people are into that dead, whatever the frick it's called, that dead TCG. I know Escaped Alien was talking about it. He was trying to get me into it for a while there. There's some cool artwork in it. I'm not trying to get into any other, like, TCGs at the moment, but it looked kind of cool. But I know a lot of people are into that. So, if you are, guys, you know, let me know that I should get into it if you think I should, but I don't really have any plans to. Oh, look at that. We got Santa riding in a UFO. It's pretty wild. Okay, this box topper is a little bit more special. I don't know what that is in the background there. This guy's like blowing one of those celebration horn things. And then he has is that 26? Celebrating 2026. And then he has a drink in his hand. And then this is the ball that drops in New York City. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. I like that. And then we have 5 packs. Happy holidays. Dude, I hate looking through my phone camera. Like my phone screen when I'm watching. Like, it's so annoying. I gotta have a better setup than this. Like, one time I actually had it on this side. Like, I had the phone on this side, upside down, and then I just flipped the video. And that way it was, like, out of my way. And then I can watch, you know, in real time what I'm doing. And that's the way I should be setting this shit up, because this way is just not it, guys. Like, I'm separated from what I'm looking at. And then it's just so hard to pay attention. And then it's like, I'm looking at shit and it's taking me like 5 seconds to realize what's on the screen. Because I'm trying to like read tiny shit. And it's like, I'm looking over here and there's shit going on over here. It's so hard it's so hard, guys. I mean, if you've done this, if you've done pack openings and stuff, you probably know the feeling. Unless you have a better setup. I'm not opening that first. I don't know what I'm doing. But you probably have a better setup than I do. So there is much to be learned if you open a lot of shit. But I barely open stuff, so it's kind of a learning curve to it for sure. But yeah, so I can't remember the name of that freaking TCG. It's Dead something. It's not just Dead TCG. It's Dead something. I should know it. But yeah, it's drawing a blank on it right now. But I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is like a crazy Christmas tree ornament. With all kinds of different like stained glass on here. Like, this is really, really cool looking as well. The equivalent to the beans in the other card. I'm not even going to sit here and act like it's not. I mean, the fact that it says CryptidCamp.com on there should have been a giveaway that the other one was like a pack topper. Because I know they did that in the other shit as well. There was other, like the proto packs and stuff. It always had that one card. And it actually says it right here. Well, this one says 2 hollow holiday cards. But on this one, it said 1 QR card. And that's what the beans was, right? The beans was a QR card. Even though it didn't. Oh, yeah, it did. It had a QR right there on the can. Yep, I should have known better. Should have known better. Anyways, Bell's Nickel. Okay. Don't know about this cryptid at all. But that's pretty cool. Gift Exchange is actually the same artwork that's on the pack. Kind of, just flipped. So that's interesting. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, this setup is shit, guys. It doesn't help either that I'm like literally talking right on top of my phone, so I'm probably like super loud. And I apologize for that, because again, this setup is donkey shit for real, for real. I'm almost tempted to stop the video and flip it over and then start it up again. I'm not gonna, but for future, I think I am gonna do that reverse shit. I mean, how else are you guys doing it? I mean, anybody else that does pack openings, do you flip the camera over so it's out of your way? Like, what kind of setup do you have going on? Because this setup is just not good in my personal opinion, but I just always just in awe with these cards, man. I just am. Oh, okay. This one is interesting. I actually had the test version of this card. They actually sent me a test version of this, so I know this card very well. Don't know of the cryptid. I never heard of it before, but I looked at this one a lot, so that's kind of interesting. And then we have this Angel Messenger. A lot of cryptids I've never heard of in my life, but sure. And that's the thing about Cryptid Camp, you know what I mean? They brought a lot of like weird lore from like different countries and stuff into the game that I've just never heard of, and I'm sure a lot of other people have never heard of. And you know, it's giving them a spotlight, so that's pretty cool. You know, a lot of people like to buy these things because they get to learn about other like cultures and different places around the world and stuff. And this one definitely expands upon that, I think, even more than the old MetaZoo did with some of these cards. Got another one of these Angel Messengers, and ooh, North Star Trail. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of like these landscape cards, but that's kind of cool. The big North Star there. That is kind of cool. But, you know, personally, I've never been a huge fan of like horizontal landscape cards. I get it. I mean, sometimes in a game you need that. So there's definitely a place for it. It just, when it comes to collecting, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. They're fine for game pieces, but it's like, if you had one of those in a slab, like it'd be very, very hard to display it. And it just would drive me crazy. Like my OCD would just be off the charts, because you constantly have to rotate it sideways and then rotate it back with the others, and it's a big mess. So Christmas Space Penguin. Okay, so they did have the Space Penguins in the original OG MetaZoo. They look nothing like this. Not even sure why they're green. I guess because they're from space. But they don't even really look like penguins. Outside of the feet, I guess. I don't know. And we have this wild thing. The Hordeoskellier Door Slammer. That's wild, guys. Like, I actually kind of like that, but that's wild. And with the border going on here and the foil, like, there's just a lot going on with this card. It's a very pretty card, but a lot going on with this card. Honestly, if this one would have been serialized, bro, like, that would have been a banger. You know what I mean? That would have been a banger, and I knew nothing about this card coming into this. But I really do like that one. Unfortunately, though, it's not serialized. Okay, we have one more, and then we have the box topper, I believe. So, last pack magic for getting a serialized. Unless you can get a serialized in the box topper. Oh, okay. So they got a lot of these different kind of, you know, they kind of remind me of like the dwarfs from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in a way. They kind of have that same look to them. Very similar, but they all have like their own personalities. The last one was a door kicker. This one's a spoon licker. So that's actually kind of cool. I do actually like that. Imagine having like a full set of these things. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, and another one of these guys. But as you can see, you know what I mean? It definitely has like that feeling. So, sausage swiper, spoon licker, door kicker. That's pretty funny. And then what language is this? I don't know. It's not like German or something, but it's like, is it Dutch? I don't know. I really don't know, guys. If you know, let me know in the comments. But this says Iceland, so is it? And this one's also Iceland, so it's Icelandic. Yeah. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, did not pull any serialized. Again, doesn't really surprise me much, but you know, sometimes I just gotta try to manifest something to happen. Okay, this one has the same box topper, and boom. Cookies and milk. For some reason, my phone just went out of focus there for a second. Oh, dude, those Bigfoot cookies are really cool. Alrighty, well, that was fun, guys. That was fun. 34 minutes in. because I was blabbing on about chaotic for like several minutes. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. I'm hearing that noise outside again, dude. It really sounds like someone's like creeping around out by my garage door. Very weird.
There are 3 signs that signal the approach of the hash-slinging slasher. First, the lights will flicker on and off.
Cryptid Camp first anniversary. Thank you. All right, let's see what we got in here, guys. Let's see what we got. Thank you. It's got that classic campfire artwork. Always been a fan of that. It looks pretty cool. And we have a first anniversary treat bag. And we have a Cryptid Con Laska. This weird shark with like green tentacles. This is one of their Crypticon promos. So we didn't hit anything big. I know there was some crazy stuff that you can get in here. Some test cards and different stuff like that. Unfortunately, we just got a plain Jane Crypticon promo. So, wah, wah, wah. But, it's kind of cool artwork. Bro, what is going on?
Next, the phone will ring, and there will be nobody there.
Alrighty. I think that's all that's in here. Yeah, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have any more of these. I was going to buy some at one point in time. I was very close to pulling the trigger on like 5 of these things, but I didn't do it. That would have made for an interesting video. But with my luck, I don't know if I would have pulled anything. It probably would have been a bunch of Crypticon promos. Alright, we're going to open the Wilderness next, and then the Nightfall. Or maybe one Wilderness, one Nightfall, one Wilderness, one Nightfall. Yeah, let's mix it up, guys. Why not? It's like 2:30 or something in the morning. I might get killed here in a few minutes from the hash-slinging slasher that's outside my door. So, you know what? Might as well go out with a bang and do something crazy. Make sure we do it in reverse. Mom always said, right?
Mama said that. Mama said that. My mama said that. My mama said that.
She's gonna
my
say
mama
yes.
said that.
What do we have here? The top already looks a little jacked. Okay. Oh, look at that, dude. Look at that. The Phantom Jogger of Canyon Hill. You can keep it, bro. You can keep it. Wah, wah, wah. Not what I was hoping for at all. Probably going to regret opening these packs. But, you know what? I've had these things for years. And I sold out the majority of my other Collecticon stuff. I got to open some of it, guys. I got to open some of it. And really hope for one of these Wendigos or Mothmen. This, I was going to say it looked pretty curved. So that might be a giveaway if it's going to be a hollow or not. You see that line like going down this? Like this is the kind of crap that you get with these cards. It even has a freaking pinhole indent right there. Sticking out like a freaking... Just like, hey guys. Hey you guys. Oh look, you got a freaking... indent right here. There's more in. Oh my god, dude, this thing is. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, of course, it's a hollow prism beam. But you know what? You got to take it when you can get it, right? A hollow is a hollow in these things. So it's a lot better than getting a non-hollow, that's for sure. It's definitely not what I wanted, and it's definitely jacked, but it don't look too bad on the front side. It's definitely heavy on the bottom. Bro, that sound, man.
He taps on the window with his grisly spatula hand. And you know what he does next?
What?
He gets you!
Shit. But yeah. Pretty cool artwork too. That's always been a pretty cool card. But I could tell it, the curve, like as soon as I open this, I'm like, yeah, I think this is going to be a hollow just because it kind of has that bend. It was kind of obvious. But bro, like look at the back of this thing, man. That freaking indent right there, and then the pinhole, and then just the weird line going down here. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on outside right now, guys, but I keep hearing noises. All right, so one down of each. Thank God we're almost done with this video, so I can get the frick out of here. Okay, this looks like a non-hollow. Bro. What is that?
The sash ringing! The sound of the flash singing! The bash pinging!
The hash-slinging slasher!
Probably some animal or something. Famous last words, right? Ah, it's probably just some animal or something. Anyways. Alright. That is weird, though, that freaking line right there. MetaZoo quality, man. MetaZoo quality. I mean, I really do like the quality of the cards. Generally speaking, it's just when you get like these weird indents and like lines and shit, like they definitely could have done better with the quality control. But another non-hollow, and this one also has a little bit of whitening in the corner there. So the wilderness ones, letdowns. This one, just by feeling it, doesn't feel like it's going to be a hollow either. But who's to say, guys? Who's to say? Oh, no, that's definitely a hollow. Oh my God, look at the quality of this one.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Bro, if this one's a Mothman or even a Wendigo. Oh my God, guys, what happened to this card? Like, what in the world? That is so jacked. You got an indent here, you got a crease, you got like another crease up here. What in the world happened to this? All right, in the comment section, what do you think this is? Like, I think it's a hollow. Right? It feels, the bend in it makes me think it's a hollow. But thoughts? Pause the video right now and let me know what you think this is. Because I have no freaking idea. At this point in time, it might not even be a hollow. Because it's so freaking creased, it might just look like it's bent because it's a hollow. But it probably isn't. I don't know. Let's find out. In 3, 2, 1. Whoosh. It is a hollow. Lightning Alley. God, dude. Both of these were hollows. That's actually kind of crazy. I think I got it from different sellers. So it gave me a better chance for them both to be hollow. But bro, it looks like somebody like sat on this thing. Like somebody at the convention like shoved it in their pockets or something. And my dumb ass paid like $80 for it. And I end up with this shit. So yeah, lovely. Lovely, guys. Can't even be happy that it's a hollow because it's just so freaking jacked. But yeah, I mean, this will end up on eBay and I have no idea what I can get for it. But I mean, it's a cool looking card. I do like the artwork on here. But, God, dude, that quality. Whew. Looks like Bigfoot himself sat on this damn thing. Alrighty. That will be saved for last. Now we can open up Gaichu's pack here, which is going to be pretty sweet. I kind of want to save this sticker. So I'm definitely not going to cut that. We're just going to rip this open as it's designed. And have a look-see, shall we? I think there's a few different things in here. Oh, bro, he actually made his own custom pack. I had no idea. That is sweet. 79 out of 99. Damn, dude, even serialized. You know me, man, I'm a seal collector. I might just keep this. I'm kidding. I'm definitely going to open it. Oh, sweet. It even has his cards here, man. All the cards he's designed for OpenZoo. Continuing the OG game. The only one that's doing it. So, shout out to Gaichu and the team that's been working on this. Very, very cool. Very cool indeed. And I know a lot of the artwork they've been sourcing from different people. Or maybe it's the same artist. I mean, obviously it's way too small and I can't even look at it on my phone anyway to see if these are different artist names. But it's a cool variety here. And here's this, if you guys want to take a look. Pretty freaking sweet, guys. Pretty freaking sweet. Oh, this one has something different on here. Compatible with MetaZoo, the good one. Hell yeah, guys, the good one. It should be the only one. The one and only MetaZoo. OG, the one that Mike Waddell created. Not this nonsense that's out now. I know some people like it, but it's pretty cool, guys. It's pretty cool. Okay, these are the cards that we can pull. I don't know if that's the artist or the ones that just designed the cards or what, but it's pretty cool. I believe that's the card, but I don't know if there's just one that you can pull from this or if there's multiple. I mean, if not, I mean, it's all over the place, the same artwork, but man, I almost don't want to open this. It's just so cool. Like, it's so, like, handmade in a sense. I'm like, I know there's, like, a company here that says that printed it. Well, you can print at home if you want to print the files, but Game Crafter, I think. But, I mean, it's still so cool, man. It's so cool. Like, this feels like I'm holding, like, a sample pack from the OG MetaZoo. That's kind of what it feels like right now. So, again, shout out to Gaichu, man. This is sweet. I was not expecting that pack at all. Like, I haven't watched any videos of anybody opening this, so I definitely was not expecting that at all. I kind of don't want to rip this one, but if I do this, or cut it rather, I kind of don't want to cut this one, but I mean, it has this. Oh, okay. Oh, well, it's already kind of. Wait, did I? No, I didn't do that. All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna continue that then. That's not really. All right, frick you guys. Shit never goes to plan. So all goes out the window. That's fine. We improvise. Oh, dude, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's just thick. Oh, okay. It's in a sleeve. You have... Oh, dude, that's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. I guess we'll look at this last. Since it is in the sleeve, it's probably the rarest of all of them. Or it's the promo card. Okay, that's the promo card right there. Dude, this is so cool. So cool. You know, it's so cool seeing, like, new OG MetaZoo cards, if you will. You know what I mean? Something different. Okay, you get 2 copies of that. Oh, and then you even get this. Stamp with Legacy. That's sweet. That is really sweet. Dude, I'm feeling this. This is awesome. That is awesome. Rose's GG Bird. Oh, bro. That's awesome. I love that. Again, me looking through the freaking camera. It takes a little time to register exactly what's in front of my face, but I do like that. Rose's GG Bird. That is sweet. What do we got here? Oh, okay, man. You're really making this mysterious, aren't you? Oh, okay. Dude, it's like a playtester version. Oh, it is a playtester. It even says playtester. Sweet. That's cool, bro. And it's like a rainbow, too. It's not even just like a plain silver. That is awesome. That is awesome, dude. Shout out to Gaichu. Again, I apologize that it took me this long to open this thing. But that's sweet. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. Very, very cool. That's definitely going to my PC for sure. I will hold on to that for the rest of my life. That is dope. Thank you for sending me that, bro. Very, very cool. And again, I kind of wish I didn't destroy this pack. But it's all good. It's all good in the hood. All right, guys. Last but not least, the moment that I've been waiting for since I literally pulled this thing out of that destroyed box, which was, what, 2022 when this happened? I don't know. It was like, it was a while ago. I had to look at the date that I posted the screenshots to kind of figure out when that happened, but I think it was like in 2022 or something. So this thing has been just chilling in my room. And the packs were too. I recently sold the packs off finally. I had no reason to open the packs, but I said I was going to keep this, and I'm going to open it because I feel like there's a red ink in here, guys. There is a red ink. We're manifesting it. There is a red ink in this sucker. as Rudy says, man, damaged boxes give you the best results, man. You pull the best cards from them, and that box is damaged to begin with, and then it got damaged even further, man. This thing has a red ink. And not only does it have a red ink, but it has a red ink that's going to get a PSA 10. Yeah, guys, PSA 10 red ink right here. If not, you're going to see me rage quit, rip this thing in half, and end the video. Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see, guys. This is also the first box topper I've opened from Kryptonation, because I barely opened any Kryptonation at all. So, and I didn't open any booster boxes. That was the only booster box I opened, was the one that got freaking destroyed. So, this is going to be probably a one of one, the only one I'm ever going to open. The first one and the only one I'll probably ever open. But that's all it's going to take. One and done, guys. That's what we say, the old one and doneer. And it's going to be the card that everybody wants. And you know what? In the past, I had an opportunity to buy a red ink after MetaZoo was dying off. The guy wanted, I think, $500 for it. And it ended up getting a PSA 10. And I turned the guy down because one guy offered and then he didn't buy it. And then he hit me up and said, hey, this other guy, he's not hitting me up. Like, you know, I let him know that he was the first in line to get it, and he's not responding. He's like, so you can get it if you want to spend the money. And I was like, I don't really want to pay $500. He already kind of bid me up more than I wanted to. So I was like, I would do it for $400. And then the guy didn't hit me back. And then I guess the original guy hit him up, got the card, submitted it to PSA, and ended up getting a PSA 10. And bro, that hurt. I should have just dropped the extra 100 and just said, screw it, and just did it. And I would have had a PSA 10 red ink in my collection, and I didn't do it. And it's going to haunt me for the rest of my days. But if this is a red ink, that'll change that. That will change that, guys. And I will be vindicated.
I am vindicated. I am selfish. I am...
Even if it does get a PSA 10, but I have to pull the red ink. I have to pull the red ink, and we got to make sure that I am not ripping or not cutting this thing, because that would be a tragedy. I guess we go right along with the box being destroyed multiple times. Why not destroy the red ink as well? Because again, I'm not even going to pretend like it could be anything but the red ink. Bro, like, my cut job on this was terrible.
Today, Junior?
Well, it's obviously a hollow because they're all hollows. I got excited for a second. I was like, oh man, this thing has a bend in it. It's a hollow. Well, obviously, they're all hollows. The back doesn't have the best centering, but that doesn't really matter for PSA. I mean, a little bit more nowadays. Nowadays are a little bit more strict, but there is some indents right there, though. Very light ones, but there are some indents. For the most part, though, it's a pretty clean back. All right, guys. Put in your votes right now. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Because I'm saying it's a red ink. And we're going to pull some Chris Angel mind freak shit right here. And we're going to pull this thing, guys. If it's not a red ink, I'm going to wave my hand in front of it and it's going to turn into a red ink. You know what I mean? Red ink. Not a red ink. Red ink. Not a red ink. As I'm hitting the freaking camera. All right. Bro, like this is just crazy, man. This is a crazy moment, bro, because this thing has just been sitting there, and I've been wanting to open this for so long, guys. So I'm really trying to soak this in. Like, I'm really soaking this in. So this is your last chance. If you have not paused the video to put in your guess of what this is, do it right now, skis. And we're going to reveal this in 3, 2, 1. Oh, God, it's not a red ink. It's a light aura. Yep, story of my life, guys. Story of my life. Well, it's all she wrote. Rudy strikes again. I honestly don't know what this is worth, but I'm very close to ripping this damn thing in half. That's a disappointment, guys. That is a real disappointment, man. It's a real disappointment. You guys just didn't believe in it as much as I did. That's what went wrong. Y'all didn't believe in it as much as I did. Look what happened. Look what freaking happened, guys. Alrighty, well, I guess That'll do it. I guess that will do it. Fuck it. Bro, why didn't I swipe my hand across the card again to turn it back into a red ink? What am I doing?